Did you know that anxiety can raise your blood pressure the same way junk food or lack of exercise can? Yeah, while most people obsess over salt or cholesterol, they completely miss one of the biggest hidden triggers, chronic stress. And here's the kicker, your body might be warning you every single day, but no one ever taught you how to listen. If you've ever felt your heart pounding for no reason, struggled to fall asleep even when exhausted, or dealt with constant tension that messes with your focus, you're not alone, and you're not crazy either. It's not just in your head. There's a deep connection between mental stress and physical health, especially when it comes to your heart. And ignoring this link? It could be the reason why traditional treatments haven't worked for you. Most doctors focus on symptoms, pills, quick fixes, generic advice, while what you really need is to understand what's going on underneath. Because when anxiety hijacks your nervous system, your blood pressure pays the price. But the good news? Once you get this, you'll finally be able to lower both, naturally, safely, and long-term. No guesswork, no shame. So stick with me, because in the next few minutes, you'll discover how your body has been talking to you all along, and how to respond in a way that rewires your mind, protects your heart, and brings back balance, clarity, and peace. People think anxiety lives only in your mind, but your heart knows better. When anxiety becomes chronic, your body shifts into fight or flight mode like you're constantly being chased by a lion, even when you're just replying to emails. That constant tension pushes your blood pressure up and keeps it there, and that's a fast track to trouble. Over time, this affects your cardiovascular health big time, increasing your risk of heart disease even if you're young. It's not just nerves, it's a health warning you can't ignore. Now imagine someone stuck in traffic every morning, gripping the steering wheel, jaw clenched, heart racing. That's not just frustration, it's their body pumping adrenaline like a fire alarm. Do that every day for months or years, and boom, hypertension creeps in. And the worst part? Most folks don't even realize their anxiety is doing this. They just blame work or bad genes without seeing the full picture. This is how chronic stress hijacks your well-being from the inside out. Studies from the American Heart Association show that people with generalized anxiety disorder have a significantly higher risk of developing high blood pressure. That's not some random stat, it's a wake-up call. This is your sign to stop brushing off anxiety like it's just in your head. Your body's been signaling distress. You just didn't know how to read the signs yet. That pounding heart? That's a red flag waving every single day. The good news? You can flip the script. Anxiety doesn't have to run the show. With lifestyle tweaks, like adopting mindfulness, building an active lifestyle, or getting support, you start dialing things down. Start by walking 30 minutes a day, adding more leafy greens to your plate, or even trying calming herbal teas like chamomile or ashwagandha. But that's just the first step, because the way you breathe could be silently turning up the pressure. Most people breathe like they're barely alive, shallow, fast, and straight from the chest. And during anxiety, it gets worse. That kind of breathing sends panic signals to your brain, telling your body there's danger, even when you're just sitting on the couch. It cuts down oxygen flow, makes your heart race, and spikes your blood pressure. So yeah, the way you breathe is literally making anxiety and hypertension worse without you even realizing it. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how your chest tightens during stress, like you can't catch a full breath? That's your body flipping into survival mode. And it's not harmless. Over time, this shallow breathing reduces lung capacity, messes with your immune system, and adds pressure to your cardiovascular health. That's why folks with anxiety often feel lightheaded, dizzy, or like their heart is skipping beats. It's a full-body reaction, not just a mental one. But there's a fix. And it's simple. Learning how to breathe deeply and intentionally can flip your nervous system from chaos to calm in seconds. Try box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold again for 4. Do that for 5 minutes a day, especially before bed, and you'll feel your mind and blood pressure both start to chill. Add a drop of lavender oil or soft background music, and you've just built a new self-care ritual that boosts your overall well-being. You don't need a fancy gadget or a prescription to breathe better, just awareness. Make deep breathing part of your daily life, while cooking, walking, or even scrolling your phone. Your nervous system thrives on rhythm and oxygen. And once your breath is under control, it opens the door for bigger lifestyle changes that can totally shift your health. And speaking of lifestyle, let's talk about why meds alone aren't the golden ticket to freedom. Let's be real, meds can help. No shame in that. But relying only on pills without addressing your lifestyle is like patching a leaking boat without fixing the hole. If your day's a whirlwind of processed food, zero movement, and 5 hours of sleep, no prescription will truly stick. Long-term peace and lower blood pressure come from the choices you make every single day, starting with how you treat your mind and body. Mindfulness is more than a trend, it's a game changer for your nervous system. Taking 10 minutes to ground yourself in the present can reduce anxiety symptoms by up to 30%, according to studies from Harvard. Try guided meditations on apps like Headspace or Insight Timer. Even better? Combine mindfulness with a walk in nature. That's double the benefit for your mental health and cardiovascular system. Sleep isn't optional. If you're pushing through life on 4 or 5 hours a night, your cortisol levels are stuck on high alert. That stress hormone doesn't just mess with your mood, it literally constricts your blood vessels and raises your blood pressure. Start building a night routine like it's sacred. Magnesium supplements, herbal teas, or even journaling before bed can all boost sleep quality and support your overall well-being. And let's not forget the magic of natural remedies. Adaptogens like ashwagandha and rhodiola help the body regulate stress. Omega-3s from fish or flaxseed oil improve heart health and reduce inflammation. These aren't woo-woo hacks, they're backed by science and real-life results. When combined with an active lifestyle, balanced nutrition, and consistent self-care, they create a foundation stronger than any quick fix. But here's the kicker, sometimes the key to it all is hidden deeper, like in your gut. Most people have no clue that their gut is like a second brain. But here's the wild part, around 90% of your serotonin is made in the gut. So when your digestion's out of whack, your mood and your blood pressure usually are too. Gut inflammation sends stress signals throughout your body, cranking up anxiety and tightening your arteries. It's not just about stomach issues, it's a full-body domino effect on your well-being. Ever heard of the gut-brain axis? That's the direct communication line between your gut and your nervous system. When your gut microbiome is unbalanced, say, from too much sugar, antibiotics, or processed foods, it can lead to higher levels of anxiety, poor immunity, and rising blood pressure. Probiotics and prebiotics aren't just trendy, they help restore that balance. Think fermented foods like kimchi, kefir, and sauerkraut, or fibers from foods like oats and bananas. Want to level up even more? Try an elimination diet for a few weeks to pinpoint what's irritating your gut. Gluten, dairy, or even artificial sweeteners could be messing with your internal peace. Pair that with digestive enzymes and a nutrition plan full of leafy greens, lean proteins, and good fats. That combo not only boosts your immunity and energy, it helps regulate stress responses, which brings your blood pressure down too. Bottom line, when your gut thrives, everything else follows: mood, heart, energy, even sleep. This isn't some fringe wellness idea, it's foundational to preventive medicine and long-term health. And if you've been doing everything right and still feeling anxious and off, maybe your gut's the missing piece. But here's where it gets even more interesting, it's not about being weak. It's your body's way of begging you to listen. Let's get one thing straight, feeling anxious, dizzy, drained, or like your heart's racing out of nowhere doesn't mean you're broken. It means your body's sounding the alarm, trying to protect you, even if it's a bit confused. Anxiety and high blood pressure aren't personal failures, they're survival systems gone overboard. So instead of beating yourself up, it's time to shift the lens from shame to understanding. Think about it, when a car makes noise, you don't yell at it. You check the engine, right? Same deal here. Anxiety is your check engine light. High blood pressure might be the smoke coming from the hood. Your job isn't to fight the signals, it's to listen. And when you start treating your symptoms like messages instead of enemies, that's when healing begins. That's when you move from reacting to responding. So what does that look like in real life? It might mean cutting toxic habits, like overworking, poor sleep, or ultra-processed meals, and replacing them with small acts of intentional self-care. We're talking morning stretches, 10-minute walks in sunlight, breathing exercises like box breathing, or journaling before bed. It might sound basic, but stacked together, that's how people reclaim their mental health and improve their cardiovascular health naturally. You're not fragile, you're just overwhelmed. But there's a roadmap to get back in control. It starts with self-compassion, builds with knowledge, and grows through consistent action. And now that you've got this blueprint in hand, it's time to take back the wheel. But here's the twist: what if the first real shift doesn't come from doing more, but from seeing everything differently? Now that you know the truth, it's time to ask yourself, are you ready to stop fighting your body and start healing with it? Anxiety and high blood pressure aren't just random problems. They're your body's SOS signals, asking for more balance, more mindfulness, more you. You've seen how small changes in your breathing, sleep, gut health, and lifestyle can create a massive shift. The real question is, what's stopping you? Imagine waking up with calm instead of dread. Imagine your blood pressure finally stabilizing, not from another prescription, but because your nervous system finally feels safe. That's not a fantasy. That's what happens when you reconnect with your health from the inside out. And the best part? It's not just about avoiding disease. It's about creating a life filled with well-being, clarity, peace of mind, and emotional freedom. So, what step will you take today? Will you keep pushing through the anxiety hoping it goes away on its own? Or will you start giving your body what it's been silently begging for? Your answer will shape your future more than any diagnosis ever could. You have the power, now you've got the knowledge too. Se inscriva agora para neo perder dicas que podem transformar sua saúde para sempre. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because your journey to a healthier heart, calmer mind, and a life you love is just getting started.